Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Indom, and today is a very special Saturday because today, April 28th, at 12 o'clock midnight, we're gonna start the new moon for April 29th. This new moon is going to be in Scorpio. So shout outs to you Scorpios out there. It's your time to shine. So I'm going to do a quick reading on a general what should we focus on so that we can cleanse and so that we can heal and take advantage of this new moon in Scorpio, so that we can work with our lives, our challenges to enhance ourselves, to work into becoming better, to better our situations. So this is gonna be, again, a general reading. So I want to first and foremost invite you to stay throughout the reading and use my advice and what my spirit team uses to communicate with me so that I'm able to relate messages to you guys. And I highly encourage you to use my advice for your advantage. Use the full moon in Scorpio at your advantage. Excuse me. So let me just begin by giving my disclaimers. As always, my readings may not resonate with you. I'm not for everyone. My readings may not be for everyone. My readings may be for one person. It may be for a team of people. It can be for one family. It can be for Scorpios only. Regardless, if my readings do not resonate with you, it's okay. You can try me again at another time. You can reach out to me and ask me questions. And while I'm talking about reaching out to me, guys, I want to also, thankfully, I want to say thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for reaching out to me, for communicating with me. Such a humble experience. I appreciate your feedback. I am so in love with this work that I'm doing and the amazing souls that I am connecting with. So again, I just want to give you my contact information. You can always go to my Instagram where I have my phone number and my email. My Instagram is IndomQuest. Again, that's at IndomQuest. And you can obviously see my videos on YouTube. And again, on Instagram, you can I have my phone number and my email, which is very simple, indomquest@gmail.com. Please feel free to reach out, contact me, let's work together. It's a full moon, so we have new beginnings. Great time period to start working with your spiritualist. So with that said, let me jump right into it. Guys, again, just want to remind all of you on the 29th, meaning tomorrow, 12 a.m., the minute the clock strikes at 12, we start our full moon this full moon is in Scorpio. So I want to talk about Scorpio really quickly so that you're able to understand the full moon that we're going into. Scorpio is a water sign. Water signs are normally they bring out emotion. They definitely bring out intuition. So for this full moon and for the month of May, I want to encourage you guys to have your emotions in check. Follow your gut. You know that gut instinct that you get sometimes where it's like, I feel like I should do this. May is gonna be that month where I want you guys to focus on your intuition, on your emotional strength, weaknesses, balancing. I want us to work with healing. Water definitely brings healing. That's why regardless of your religion or your spiritual team or the spiritualist that you work with, normally whenever you're dealing with healing and letting go, it's always good to go near water. Water picks up frequencies and vibrations. And with the full moon in Scorpio, we want to focus on love as well. And I do want to clarify, by love, I do mean relationships, and I do mean love as in finding love or strengthening the love that you already have. I'm just not saying, what I mean to say is that it's not only about relationships with others. I do highly encourage you to work within your love, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your spirit team, with your religious beliefs, and then work outward. So for colors, of course, since it's a hear me say blue moon, I can't believe that. For this full moon in Scorpio, silver is a pretty dominant color. We want to work on, if you could, work with silver. So maybe we could wear silver today. All right, guys, so that's pretty much as much disclaimers as I have. So let's jump in. Again, this reading is going to be for the full moon that begins in October. I cannot believe I just said October. Jesus. Okay, October, meaning Scorpios are in October. So I have October in my brain right now. So this full moon is in Scorpio. And it's going to be challenging and strengthening our emotions, our intuitions, our healing patterns. It's going to bring up any subjects or any situations that need healing, encouraging love. Okay, so this reading is going to be a quick reading about this full moon and what do we, in general terms, what should we focus on? What does our spiritual team want us to know and work on? What messages do we have to prepare for the full moon, and what should we do with this full moon? Okay, here we go. Awesome. Okay, and my focal point is at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, of course, I'm going to start with my focal point. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Excuse me. So, if you see my card, even at the bottom, my banner here, we have trust. So for those of us that are having trust issues, whether it's that you're not trusting your intuition, you're not trusting your relationship status, you're not trusting your career status, you're not trusting the outcomes of situations that you've put labor into. We do have the Knight of Pentacles right side up, which is a good thing. Okay, so when I see Knight of Pentacles, I'm looking at messages. Okay, so the Knight normally, if you think of medieval times, the Knight normally is the messenger. Okay, so by the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting a message for us to focus on the little messages that life, the universe, your God, meditation, whatever your beliefs are, the messages that your sources are sending you, please pay attention. Trust in them. So simple things like if you start seeing, I don't know, 3s everywhere. You know, in numerology, 3 means going to work. Put work into something. Listen, pay attention, trust. It is very important for us to trust the process of life. Okay, so this full moon is here to remind us. It's sending us our message that through Scorpio vibes, we need to trust our emotions. We need to trust our intuition. We need to trust our healing process. And we need to trust love. Love ourselves first and the trust of others. Okay, you're not going to be able to trust or love anyone or anything, or give any trust or give any love if we don't do it to ourselves first. Understand? Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. Okay, so our theme for this full moon and for May, we have the Tower. So we have a really good opportunity to rebuild with this full moon. As I've mentioned in the beginning of this video, my thoughts on the Scorpio vibes and what this full moon brings for us is going to bring out a lot of hidden skeletons from the closet. And your challenge for this full moon and for May, we have the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles means, I'll explain it to you this way. Normally when I see the Four of Pentacles, I think of a home. I think of perfectly sized and measured corners. Okay, so I think home, I think balance. When I see the Five of Pentacles, I see there's a little elephant in the room. Make sense? That's my interpretation of it. And that's your challenge. So there's a little elephant. Some of us may have one elephant. Some of us may have 10,000 elephants. It's okay. Remember the key words for this full moon. We have emotions, intuition, healing, and love. Okay, those are the four keywords that I want to work with for this full moon and for the month of May. So these elephants in your room, let it be in your home, in your heart, in your relationship, at work, in your career, with your health. These elephants in the room, they're going to come out. They're just going to come out. When I tell you they're going to come out, they are going to be all over the place. So again, remember, in order to heal, you know, in order for us to move forward, in order for us to heal, we have to understand that some things are just going to pop up. You know, it's almost like a gardener. When a gardener is working with his soils and planting seeds and, you know, rearranging and changing one plant based on the season. You know, some gardeners, they move plants around. They'll put it on the east side, then they'll move it to the west side of where they do their gardening. For positions of the sun, of the rain, they have awesome ways to come up with these decisions while they're working their soil. And if you're a gardener, I'm sure that you understand, little worms start coming up here and there unexpectedly. Sometimes, you know, they'll see and they're like, oh, there's a little worm in there. These worms are, I want to use this as a metaphor for an elephant in the room, all right? Or the 1,000 elephants in the rooms that are about to come out. And they're gonna be bold in your face. You can't get away from them. You have to address them, okay? You have to address them. There's no discussion on this, okay? So what are the actions that we should be taking with this full moon in Scorpio? We have the Page of Pentacles. Now, I do see that again, Pentacles meaning manifestations. So we are going to, I want to stay in the same metaphor that I use with gardening. I'm going to use a brand new gardener. Brand new meaning they're inexperienced. I feel that a lot of us, we may have tried and attempted and even succeeded previously in healing and trying to revamp and trying to revisit old wounds, past issues that may be arising again, or situations are happening now that are bringing you back to certain situations that happened in the past, and they're opening old wounds. And I feel like some of you guys have already worked on these wounds. Some of you may have even thought that you had already taken care of them, that they're done. They're not. They're going to come back up, okay? And this is why our focal point has trust, because some of you guys have already addressed some of the issues, some of our little elephants in the rooms that are going to come up. But I need you to trust and try again. Try again. You may need to try again 3 years from now, 5 years from now. It's okay. You still need to trust. So the Page of Pentacles is here to say that we're going to start manifestation. Okay, we're gonna take advantage of this full moon. I want you guys to do some cleansing. Actually, I want to I'm getting this energy to talk about my beads. For some reason, I normally don't wear beads. I don't think I do. When I do my readings, because they make noise and I feel like it's a distraction for some people, I'll have to rewatch some of my videos and see if I do wear my beads, but I don't think so. But I have them on today is the point, right? So I'm going to work on, let me bring out my black and white, okay? So this one is special to me, a very old, very old piece. So it has black and it has white. It's like my yin and my yang. It's my balance, right? I do a lot of meditation. That's just me. It's in them. It's who I am. This is a very old piece. And if you see here, I have faith. So I actually received this as a gift. And so what I do is, when I meditate, I use my beads, okay? So when I meditate, one of the ways that I cleanse, even if it's after a reading, you know, it depends. I do different things, but one of for my beginners, a way to cleanse is, you know, to pray, meditate. Again, insert your religious beliefs in my readings. When I refer to my spiritual team or to any spirituality practices, I'm no one to tell you how to do your practices. I always go with my clients' beliefs. So for me, I meditate, and part of my cleansing is I go bead by bead and I say my word, and I create rhythm with my word so that I'm able to create repetition, and repetition creates clarity, and it starts becoming stronger and stronger, and my brain is able to process. It creates frequencies, and I'm able to continuously tell myself, I'm cleansing, this is what we're doing. So, for example, when I find myself unclear on things, it can be something so simple that I will meditate and I will take my bead, my balance bead. You know, these beads they have a different meaning. This beads actually, they have planets, and this is my tiger eye bead. I have different type of beads, but these are the ones that I normally work with. I can't even believe that I'm sharing this with you. This is awesome. Anyways, so when I work with my beads and I'm trying to clarify myself, or, you know, do a cleansing, very simple. Sometimes it could take you just 5 minutes. I will sit there and I'll start clarity, 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 clarity. And for each separate item that I have, I do the same amount of beads that I have. I do it on each side. So I think I have 10 here, 10 white, and I have 10 blacks. So when I get here, I'll do 10. Clarity, 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 10 times. When I go here, I do another 10. Clarity, clarity, clarity. That's 40 times, right? In a sense, you're charging these beads with your energetic, rhythmic messages that you have clarified to yourself with your message. For example, clarity, right? So I can, you know, and again, when I work with my clients directly, I go into way more detail than this. But I say all of this coming back to my reading. I need you guys to trust, okay? And I need you guys to cleanse yourselves and your thoughts, and let's revert back to humble beginnings. So as I was saying, some of us may have addressed some issues, some little worms, some little elephants in the rooms, skeletons in the closet, whatever we want to call these that are gonna come out. And you may have felt like you have already addressed them, but they're going to come back up, because remember, Scorpio, this moon is in Scorpio, this full moon is in Scorpio. So we are talking emotions, intuition, healing, and love, okay? As you can see, she has her little pentacle that she's raising. She's raising her pentacle to her spiritual team, to the sun, to the full moon that we're about to go into. So I need you to praise. And if you want to look deeper into things, the word raise is in praise. Does that make sense to you? So I want you to trust. I want you to praise. And then eventually I want you to let it go. So I'm going to encourage you guys. See, the Page of Pentacles even has a little book. I want you guys to write. You know, cool exercise. If anybody at 12 midnight today, if at 12 midnight you find yourself in a quiet space, or if you're in a tranquil state, if you are meditating, I want you to just write one paragraph of whatever comes to mind. If you have beads and you meditate, do a quick meditation and do a rhythmic meditation with your beads, okay? And on the top of your sheet, put the word that you use for your rhythmic meditation with your beads, and write one paragraph. It doesn't have to relate. I don't want you guys to think about it. I just literally want you to write. Whatever it is that you're gonna write, do it. If you are moved to write more than just a paragraph, do it. And then I want you to fold it. I want you to put it away. I want you to put it away. Okay? Now, because we have the Five of Pentacles representing your issues or your skeletons and your all that good stuff all the terms that I've used to describe the issues and the old wounds that could come up for this full moon and for the month of May, because she's you have the Page of Pentacles, and she's holding her pentacles up high. Pentacles are, the Five of Pentacles is what's representing and challenging your issues that you may encounter. So because it's the Five of Pentacles, I want you to, on the 5th day, on May 5th, right? Actually, May 4th, because there's April 30th and 31st. Okay, I don't know how far April goes. Pardon me. On the 5th day after the full moon, so from the 29th, count 5 days after that day, I want you to reopen that the paragraph that I'm asking you to write. I want you to read it. I want you to reflect on it, and I want you to burn it. Let it go. Okay? For any of you guys that are interested in going into more details on my suggestion exercise for this full moon, please reach out to me. Again, you can contact me via email at indomquest@gmail.com. Oh, wow. That's new. Okay, I've never given any assignments over recordings, but here we are. Okay, so our possible outcome, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse though. So please pardon me guys, I'm a little under the weather. The Queen of Wands, right side up, represents creativity. Notice how she's nurturing her creation and putting ideas together and creating. Excuse me. Again, going back to the gardener, she's planting her seeds. We do have it in reverse. So again, it is extremely important for me to remind you that you have to trust the process. And when these elephants in the rooms and these worms in the soil, as we planting these seeds, and the gardener is planting the seeds in the soil, the skeletons in the closets, when they start coming out, please remind yourself, guys. Please remind yourself that you're dealing with a full moon in Scorpio with emotions, intuition, healing, and love. Okay, because if you don't, because we're still in the beginning stages, and some of you guys are going to revisit some old wounds, you're going to end up in reverse. You're not going to get the outcome that you should be getting, that you deserve to get, or that you could be getting, have you remembered this spread and this advice that you're getting here. Okay? Because the Queen of Wands is in reverse, I'm going to get a clarifier, and I'm going to clarify this very quickly. Again, I apologize for the length of my video, guys, but I work with a spiritual team, and if they have something for me to say, it's gonna come out. So thank you for being patient. Okay. So the clarifier for the Queen of Wands is to give yourself the best. Okay? Again, by giving yourself the best, trust, take advice, praise, and listen. Listen to the messages that you're given. Okay, if you are an intuitive person, regardless of how, you know, if you're in depth and in tune religiously or spiritually, you know, listen to the messages that you get. If you guys start seeing patterns, or you feel like you're getting deja vus, if you're not a person that normally dreams, but now you're starting to have dreams. Again, I'm talking specifically for the full moon in Scorpio in the month of May. You may want to start writing them down. Okay, remember the Page of Pentacles has a notebook in her hand. Okay, so I do have a little gift for you guys. Because we are in the full moon in Scorpio, I am going to give you guys a token of healing. What should we focus on for healing? What healing is it that we need? Okay. Wow. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. So we have awareness. And I want to take a moment and just look at this card. I apologize for the glare. But if you see, this is a snail, right? Where do we normally find snails? In the ocean, at the beach. Right? Representing water. This full moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio is water sign. Again, emotions, intuition, healing, and love. You see this baby right here? It means new beginnings. I want to bring the Page of Pentacles. Remember, guys, the page is the young and inexperienced. The queen is the experienced and the seasoned person. Okay, and one of the reasons why your queen is in reverse is because we're not there. That's not the level that we're in. Okay, in order for us to get there, we need to be able to learn how to give the best to ourselves. And right now, the best is healing. Okay, so we have awareness. Wow, and it's interesting. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. I don't think you can see it, but we have planets here, right? So I find it interesting that I spoke about my beads that have the planets, but by planets I'm thinking we have to expand our beliefs into different levels. We have to go in so deep that you feel that you're just in a whole nother world. Like if you pray, regardless of your religion, if you pray, if you meditate, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, I want you to take them a step further. Okay, I want you to take them a step further. I want you to, again, I would like for you to remember that the middle point, like your challenge here, if you see it, remember how I told you about the middle point? Right? These, in the middle, we have the baby. That's you. Okay? That's you. That's you. Okay? We're talking in the challenges of you is gonna come out, but you have to give yourself the best. And remember that you're no master. Okay, you need to praise yourselves, praise your weaknesses. That's how you're gonna make them stronger. I mean, come on. Face your fears. Notice how this Page of Pentacles is praising and looking dead at her pentacle. Like, guy, I'm gonna manifest a better tomorrow. I am praising. And yes, you may be a challenge, you may be a wound from the past, but yeah, no, we're gonna move forward and this is gonna happen. Okay, I have awareness. This whole spread, today's reading is your awareness for the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, if you even look at the possible outcomes, they're both seasoned women. And yes, guys, I'm talking women's, but this goes for males as well. My readings, again, are based out of energy and souls. They don't work with female and male. Sometimes they clarify it for me, but most of the time, in general, always assume I'm talking soul and I'm talking energy. I'm not talking in the physical form of male and female. So this could be a king, right? This can be a queen. The point is that this is resembling wisdom, a seasoned being. Okay, and if you see, actually, they're both admiring their creation. They're both admiring what they've done. They're both admiring what they deserve. But we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, and she's reminding us that we have to give ourselves the best. It's the only way to flip her right side up, if that makes any sense, right? So the healing that I want us to work with for this full moon and for the month of May is awareness. Accept, face, and work with and through your challenges. So it is. So there you have it, guys. I thank you for sitting through this reading. I hope that it becomes a helpful tool as you plan on your internal and intuitive freedom, so that we can take advantage of the full moon in Scorpio. And again, I highly encourage you to remember my keywords, which is emotions, intuition, healing, and love. If you can take the assignment that was given during this reading, I really would appreciate it, because it is to help you. If you feel like you want to look further into the assignment, or if you want to look further into this reading, or maybe you just want a personal reading so that things can be clarified even deeper, please feel free to contact me. I appreciate you. I wish you an amazing experience on this full moon, and I will see you guys soon.